Okay. So this last part we're going to do is, if I do 5 plus 2i, the real part is 5 and the imaginary part is 2. So I'm going to do that. The real and the imaginary. So it's treating it like an x and a y. Okay, what do we have as the third side of that one? I feel like that one does not square root nicely, right? 29, so leave it, root 29. And how would I get this angle? Remember, I'm going to tan inverse the y over the x, or opposite over adjacent. So it says to convert to a polar coordinate. So it wants it in this form. So this is the form it wants it in. So we're going to write that. So z equals, so the r was root 29 cos 21.8 plus I sine 21.8. Okay, so it's exactly what we just did before, except for it just says write it in this form. Alright, so let's do one more of those. Okay, so negative 5 comma 12 would be your triangle. And a squared b squared c squared makes a nice one. I think that's my 13, 5, 12, 13 triangle. Okay, I'm going to get the angle in that triangle by doing tan inverse of 12 over 5. Do you notice how I never put my negatives in all that stuff, right? With trig, we always say don't put negatives in the math. Put it into the location stuff. So I get 67.4 degrees. But that's not the angle. What is this actual angle? What would you do to get that angle spot? 180 minus. So this angle would be 112.6 degrees. Okay, so we're going to go z equals, remember the form? So r 13 bracket cos 112.6 plus I sine 112.6. Okay, so this one is a polar coordinate, and they say get to a complex. So basically, can you just mathematically do this on your calculator? So 13 times is just showing you how you would work backwards. So 13 times cos 112.6 equals negative 5. 13 times sine of 112.6 equals 12. So plus 12i. Okay, so that was just working backwards to show you that I got back to there. On your test, if you see that, but what if I had something in there? I'm just going to do another example. Okay, what if I did something like this? Okay, obviously you're doing the same process, but you're not going to be allowed to do that on your calculator because I would give you the instructions to put this as an exact answer. Okay, so can you look at your unit circle? What is the cos value? What's the cosine value there? Root 3 over 2. And what's the sine value? Negative a half. So this would be 7 root 3 over 2 minus 7 halves I. Okay, so same idea, but this one you just aren't doing it in your calculator, you're doing it with the unit circle.